Over there.
Over there. Hello, camera.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Ha! Morty, what day is it?
Today is Flosstube Day.
That doesn't help.
It is the 19th of January. Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Yes, you last saw us.
The 19 days since
It's more than that.
it changed to 25.
Because when we filmed...
No. Since it changed to 25,
Oh, right, okay.
I hope everybody's well.
Yeah.
And done lots of stitching.
Yeah.
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 What? Our tree is looking very bare.
There is nothing on it.
It's a bare tree.
It's a bare tree. We are going to sort that out. We've got some stuff we're going to do with that.
Okay.
And probably maybe if we set ourselves a bit higher. Excuse me while I just move you about. Nobody lose your seats.
I heard that.
Yeah. Flosstube 50.
50?
This is number 50.
50?
5
We've been sat here 50 times. Well, no, you
More
have.
than that.
I haven't.
Well, more than that.
Oh, yeah, because of floss
2 or 3
tubes and...
flossmasses as well.
Oh, my word.
And extras.
God,
But
no
this
wonder
is
it's
actual
worn out.
proper
Needed a
floss.
sofa.
Yeah, I'm on a new sofa. Yeah, so this is Flosstube number 50. So thank you to all our new subscribers. Hello, welcome aboard. Thank you to all our existing subscribers. Thank you for sticking with us.
Still there.
They're all still there.
Fantastic.
It's over 1,400 now. I haven't got the exact figure. I didn't look this morning. But yeah.
Nice.
So thank you very
Love
much.
you lots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we do this as they're here to see stitching?
Yeah. There's nothing that exciting. We'll talk plans and announcements later.
Mm.
We've been watching all of our usual people that we like to watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Pop along if you subscribe to us.
Yeah.
Pop along and see stitching sticks and strings. Strings and slings. Stitching, strings and...
Sticks, strings and
other
other things.
Go and see her. Help her get 1,000.
Yes. She's woefully undersubscribed.
For what the effort
if
she
you,
puts
if you like
in.
us, you ought to like Lee, because Lee is very gothic, flamboyant,
and
funny,
and fabulous.
intelligent, witty. Yeah.
Yes.
This is going to sound
Like
quite
us.
sycophantic. I'm not going to.
Like
yeah,
us.
but there are others. Who else? Who else do we really need to direct people to go and watch?
I'm going to see Accio Whip. We always mention Accio Whip, but just going to say hello to Accio Whip because...
Go find Becky Got Craft.
Becky Got Craft.
Becky Got Craft. Becky Got Craft, if you remember, actually, hang on, got to find it.
Oh,
right.
back at Morty's head.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Right, okay, so Becky Got Craft, you might remember, not last year, year before, Becky sent me a box of nice things, including, if you remember, those of you that have been here a long while will remember that I messed about with a whole packet of yarns and stuff, and I was like, make a really good wig.
Yes.
And she made this for me.
Yes. Neat.
Yep. It's finally a fully finished. I've actually finally finished stitching the back on.
Fully finished. Ding, ding, bell. Ding, ding.
And I painted the frame.
Very good.
The hoop black. So I'm undecided whether or not I want to add anything on it. But yeah, so I finally finished it. And Becky's not been on Flosstube for a year. So go and nag her.
Yeah. What needs to go on
What's
that is some
about?
shrubbery.
Oh, I need to put some shrubbery on it. Of course I do. Yes. I think we've got a piece of broken Christmas tree somewhere.
Yeah, shrubbery. We need some shrubbery.
I just tie some Christmas tree on
Yeah,
it.
just hide that.
Or maybe get another one of those and put that. Yeah.
One of those is really helpful to them in there.
You can't see it. Doesn't matter.
Well done.
Yeah. But he knows what I'm talking about. So yes. So thank you, Becky. I finally got it sorted. It will be going up somewhere. But
so more video, please.
It sat for a year with that much left to stitch because I'd sat and stitched all the way round, run out of thread, and then other things got in the way before I had to stop and do other things, and then it got left. So I finally finished that over Christmas. But yeah, and I did find Becky, and she's alive. Always a good thing.
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus. And we'll be back. But yeah.
You could do that.
We've missed you, Becky. Come back to us, please.
I'll do it from this position.
What? Why?
I'm not alive.
It's not even funny at the moment.
Good point.
Hearts go out to everybody that has lost their craft stashes in the LA fires. I don't know how many of you viewers are out there at the moment. And also Dagmar had a fire, so... Yeah. Happening a lot, my biggest fear, to be honest. So let us, without further ado, move on to the stitching before it becomes morose.
Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready for this?
Ready.
One time only.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors to who goes first.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, no.
Oh, not this again. Rock, paper, scissors. You go first. Okay.
Got you. So,
And
here we are.
Pulling thread.
First one up is a Dimensions kit. Tiger Chilling Out. It'll look like that
when it's finished.
And
And also, here's what it looked like last time I saw it.
Not the hugest amount of progress because I'm going really slowly. It's a Black Ada. I'm using all the called for in the Dimension kit, and yeah, we had a taking the arrow off. It's now upside down. That white spatch is his chest. That's his chest.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. All right, it's because you covered Tigger's face. And here's the problem. I now need a cushion because people can see my face through it, and it's distracting.
Yes.
Even though we now have boards, cushion. That's not really the right one, but that'll do.
It'll do. So yeah, you know the story of this if you've been here before. 2/1. No, 2/2. 2/2.
Ada or evenly?
Ada.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow, it's a fine one.
Yes.
I've got to check. My eyes are deceiving me.
Yes, it's an Ada.
Golly, okay.
Or not. Thought it was.
This 14 count generic Ada. That looks like it's smaller than 14, but hey ho, what do I know? My eyesight is rubbish these days. Let me just take the dog hairs off it though.
Generic pet hairs.
I'm not sure this is a 14 count, you know, but there you go.
Well, we'll get the counter out.
Get the measure out.
Yeah. So you know that I had a disaster with it and I unpicked loads. So I'm going really slowly to make sure every stitch is in the right place.
Indeed.
Yes. But yeah. Lovely. Looking forward to it progressing.
Awesome. Next
up.
Aha.
How does this board thing work then? Put that there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So, start again.
Jewel skeletons, yeah.
Yeah. Night Spirit Studio. Jeweled skeleton trio. I'm on the king. Last time you saw it, it looked like that.
Yep.
And now it looks like this. Can't even see me. There we are. So we're working on the king, as I said. He's got a pair of boots. Greaves. Yeah, greaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I put his sword in because I needed the reference so I can do the rest of his house first. I'm going to do his house first, but I needed the reference. So he has a left arm, and a pair of boots and a sword.
That's his right arm. Oh, yeah, the
left
sword.
arm.
Sword is in his right arm, babe.
Left. Is a sword in his left hand.
No,
sword's in his right hand. Yeah, sword's in his right hand. Oh, it's only my stitching. How do I know? What do I know? I'm loving this. This is a great chart. It was finagled. You know, no, finagled. Yeah, it was finagled.
Yeah. In there.
But we're getting on with it. And it's a joy to stitch. Doing 3/1.
It's 14 count.
3/1. Which is, you know, we've mentioned it's a pain, but you get on with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks nice and sometimes it doesn't. Am I right in saying that the dark threads are thicker than the pale threads?
It certainly seems like that.
So that's that. Yeah.
A wonk.
We've gone wonk? Is that even a real word?
Yeah.
Wonky.
We need one of those bubbles.
Did that work?
It worked. I
Excellent.
think. You tell us.
Excellent.
Oh.
Did we just go down?
I think so.
We've had that before.
Oh, yeah, I was family show.
Problem is now, can you put that somewhere else so I can get Tatooine out of there? There we go. Yeah, smaller boards. Okay, so Country Magic Stitch. Welcome to Tatooine. Yes. It'll look like that when it's finished. And the last time you saw it, it looked like that. And now it looks like this.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do the story in case there are... No, let's see if there's any eagles eyed out there. Yeah, you've seen the picture what it's going to look like. That's what it's looking like. Let's see if you can spot what's going on. I'm saying nothing else. Yeah, it goes on. Once again, well charted. I'm seeing the definition. I'm seeing it start to take shape. Everybody knows that the Hoth planet, the Jabba, the Hutt planet is round.
Pointing out about the cross threads, making it look like you missed it.
Ah, yes. Obviously, my centre lines and stuff that I've done in 310, it looks like I'm doing something funky with the stitching up here, but it's okay. Underneath there is the right stitches. Yeah. But yeah, no, really pleased. I love stitching it. It's a nice, easy stitch. Big blocks of colour. It is on a white Ada, 14 count white Ada.
Yeah.
And all are called for in the kit. And yeah, it's progressing nicely. Yes.
When's it next out?
Ooh, February sometime. February 21. Anthony Daniels' birthday. Yes.
For anyone who hasn't watched Star Wars, Anthony Daniels played C-3PO.
C-3PO.
That we're having a problem. Have you noticed?
Yeah, it's slowly going down. That's a good pin thing.
That'd be our thumbnail.
It's funny how gravity takes. And that's welcome to Tatooine. Have another look while we sort this out.
I knew there was something going wrong with it. It's the whole thing. It's
the whole thing. Yeah, no, it's the whole.
Bear with us, people. We'll have you sorted in a minute. Yeah, that needs tightening. I knew we were dropping. I just couldn't work out how. Why? Is it tight enough?
Should be.
It doesn't help that we've got too short a cable that's pulling everything.
Spin the camera around and put the camera at the other
I always
end.
look at the wrong. We'll have a new camera on the next one. This one bought me a new camera. He bought me a very nice Sony ZV-1, but we haven't had a chance to actually play with it yet.
So where are we at?
Where are we at? Mill Hill?
Haha, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, matron. Right.
No, matron.
Let me grab this
It's
back.
there. Let's talk about modern folk embroidery. We like modern folk embroidery around here.
We love Jacob.
Yes. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
We are literally stitching on Dwarven Axe.
The Dwarven Axe.
A creation by Jacob himself. Modern folk embroidery. It's on 32 count even weave Zweigart Morano.
Yes, so when Modern Folk Embroidery brought out Nevermore, I messaged him and said, are you going to do a Dwarven one? And he said, yes, I am. And ended up with our name on it.
Yeah.
If you look at the original. So
when it's finished, it will look
like that.
Like that. Just there. And when you saw it last,
like this. Look up. And now?
Now it's like this. Yeah. Coming along. Yeah, good. Let me sway me a little bit. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's stitching with 3799. We wanted like a carved stone look.
Yes.
And yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible chart. I love stitching it. Comes together quite quickly when you sit and put some time into it. Yeah,
it does. So ostensibly we're supposed to be stitches together, and I've probably put in about 200 stitches.
Is that all?
Probably
200.
Probably that's about all I've done, and you've done the rest. This is currently at 64%. He doesn't believe me when I say how much he's completed. And when I can't remember your name, I'm really sorry, but there is a new Flosstuber who had Flosstube number 1 out this week. Last week. And she said that, I can't remember her name for the top, but I put it under here. And she said, I haven't seen anybody stitching this on Flosstube yet. It's like, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
We're at this stage.
We're here.
64%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hello, pleased to make your acquaintance. You'll enjoy stitching it.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Yes.
Proper fab. Just a real lose the day and just enjoy. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, nice. Choke up chicken.
It's okay. I've got
Okay, so next one.
Yeah. Long dog samplers.
Pass to me, please.
There are lots of them.
Yes, I've got one I haven't started yet.
I think most stitchers have one in their stash somewhere.
So a lot of stitchers have got several.
I'm stitching on high and dry, and I'm on a Permin of Copenhagen linen.
Yeah, sorry about the
20
wrinkles. We don't iron.
25 count. Not always. We did for the whip parade.
We did for the whip parade, but not for this.
Not for when we were at the coalface. The last time you saw it, it looked like that.
And
now it looks like this, a little bit more. I've talked about the beauty of samplers. You can go in whatever direction you want. This is the direction I'm going. I generally try and do the border first if I'm doing anything with a border, so that the peace of mind of it meeting, I don't have to worry about it all, and then I can just enjoy doing the infill.
And I'm going to come closer with the bit that you've done.
It's on a twilight blue linen, and I'm using B5200, much to my chagrin.
Yes, because he's like a pig pen.
I'm like
Pig
a
pen from
magnet.
Peanuts.
Just,
Muck magnet. You drive a truck.
yeah.
They're inherently mucky.
It's not to go into the truck anymore.
No, probably not a good idea.
No. But anyway, it's a good
washable.
stitch. Yes, exactly right.
If you're going to use white, make sure you use a washable fabric.
Equally, you'll remember I talked about I used to stitch with quite long threads, 50 centimetres.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to the end of the 50 centimetres, the tail was mucky.
Yeah.
So I'm pleased to say that having a 25 centimetre thread, my tails are no longer mucky. And this is a good lesson.
Yeah.
I'm all about the lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we are. Half the size?
It's fine until you have a big piece that you want to show.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, so my last one for today is a Mill Hill kit. It will look like that when it's finished. I know it's not Christmas. Yeah.
But you started it before Christmas.
I did, yes. I just want to get it done. And we have come across a problem, which we will overcome. All the stitching is done. So
Joyful stocking.
Here it is. This is what it's at the moment.
How are you finding it?
Oh, I love it. It's, perfectly cardboard.
Yeah.
It's lovely. They're well charted. It's a fabulous company. The produce is nice. I've not done one. This is the first one where I've done separate pieces to go over here when it's... That's going to be different. Yeah. You've obviously done a stocking, so...
Yeah, these were the first ones I really did, the joyful stocking, not the joyful ones, but the charmed stockings that they did a few years back, and they're just so, they are charming.
Charming, that's a good word.
2004, so the design was released 21 years ago.
But the kit comes with the needle you need for the beads and the needle you need for stitching. It's a complete kit, and it's fabulous. Yeah. I love it to death. And I just want to get it done. Yeah. Just the beading to do, so we'll plow on with it.
So basically, for those that haven't experienced these before, you stitch your stocking, and then these bits up here are the stocking cuff
and
then the stocking stuffers. So there's this one has a dolly and a parcel to go in it, if you look at this.
Yeah, so there's a dolly there. And
you attach the dolly and the parcel to this bit, and then you stitch the cuff over the top. So it gives it a very three-dimensional look. They're just lovely. We've got 6 in total. We've got 4 done already. You're doing the 5th, and the 6th ones are waiting in the wings.
Yep. So that is me. I rest my case.
Yeah. If you go back to one of our Flossmasses from Christmas this year, I did a little run through of what was on the tree. Not by verbal. I just did a little
a tour around the tree.
You can have a look at that and see
what Mill Hills have been.
I may see if I can find which one it is and link it with a card at the top. Right, moving on, because
swiftly
we don't have a lot of time today, unfortunately.
No.
So mine. So you've just seen a finish. I have got a new star. This is hilarious. Okay, so some of you will know, I haven't really talked about it a great deal, but now's a good time to promote it. We have a little stitching group down here in Cornwall called Pretty Punky Stitches. We originally started at Pretty Punky Crafts near Cherith. There's way too many P's in that sentence.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the shop itself has had to close, so we've lost that site. But we are meeting today, hence the fact that we haven't got a great deal of time, because we've got things to do before we go out. Or things to do before we meet at 1:30, and it's now 11:30. Getting this filmed very quickly. So the group of them, hi Francis, Charlie, Kelly, Debbie, Charlotte, some of those. I have decided to do Chris Dunn's, Debbie and Charlotte do Chris Dunn's cheese
delivery.
Is it cheese delivery? Yeah, cheese delivery. What was Francis doing? Is Francis doing one? She hasn't started hers yet, and I got inveigled into starting airmail, which is going to look like this. And I love it. I do love it.
But just to call it a whip.
Just call it a whip and a new start, because we're doing it as a stitch along, which is I think it's the whip to be done stitch along. I had to throw some threads into it. There's probably not much point in bringing that up because this is on a wooden frame. I had to throw some stitches into it for the 1st of January. I didn't actually have all my threads yet. Most of them have turned up. There you go, 17 whole stitches. Don't mind his phone because he forgets to silence it when we film. Yeah, there's 17 whole stitches. You can't hardly even see them. No, they're just about here. It's this colour. Because I didn't want to use... Sorry, I've got Flosstube nose. Oh, gosh. Eee.
Can't get the stuff.
Oh, something, feathers or something went up my nose just then. Yeah, I've now had my delivery. I'm going to use CXC. The reason that's only those number of stitches because I didn't have CXC at all in the house that were in the right colours. I used a little bit of DMC just to say I've got to start. So yes. I don't know when I'm going to stitch it because I have got far too many whips on the go at the moment for me. One of them is a
headache.
No, it's full coverage already.
Oh yeah, full coverage already.
So we might as well talk about that one as well. Whip go for January was the numbers 20 and 11 were called, and I've got 2 boards. So I've got one standard board for all my other whips, and one which is for my 2 big projects, which is Sirens Lament and the Chatelaine. And for January, 20 and 11 are both for Sirens Lament. Excuse me, I've got messages popping up on my screen. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And I'm pleased to say that I have finally managed to get to the end of the row. Look at that. Woohoo! There we go, that's fine. I mean, yeah, come this way a bit for a moment, just so we can get the shot for the next time. There we go, get a screen grab from that. I've finally got to the end of that row.
Congratulations.
And now, next, I'll be going along here. So I've done, the Sirens Lament got called twice. It's on both 20 and 11.
So you're starting up here now?
Yeah, I'm starting over that side now. Yeah. So, come this way a little. Cool. There we go. I've got to start here because I'm doing roll rows. Yeah. Doing two rows at a time. I've got a few stitches to throw in here, so I expect first.
Can I assume you started off cross country?
I did, yeah.
Get all the way down here?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I switched. So that's where I am. I have put in 1,719 tent stitches. I've done 6 out of 10 days.
Cool.
And now I've got 4 more days to do this month.
Splendid.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much. Next up is also Whip Go. I have got Lilith of Labrador. Lilith of Labrador got called on my standard board for 5 days. It looked like this last time you saw it.
Alien.
Indeed. And now looks like this.
A fluke now.
We're getting much more tail-like. So.
And the printed fabric's come into its own now.
It is. So I've put in a lot more of the dark. This is 3799.
We like 3799.
And I'm now working on this shade of green, which the biggest concern is that it's going to disappear into the fabric. You can see here it's a very close match. But ultimately, how often do fish really stand out unless they're clownfish? Or angelfish.
Good point.
So I'm actually quite happy with that.
Yeah, looking good. Looking very good.
It will look better once it's all done.
The inside curve of the tail really gives really good depth where the shading is.
Yeah, where the fluke is, all this bit here. It'll all come together. So
really
that's
cool.
5 days completed on Lilith of Labrador. 1,539 stitches went in. Actually doing quite well this month.
Very good. Well
done.
What
have I done? I've done.
All good?
Yeah. Over 3,000 stitches this month already, and we're not even finished.
Gosh. I don't care.
The other whip go, it was called, was Alluring Sorceress. Haven't got so many into this one, partly because one of the days I spent a lot of time filling in a PDF. Dimensions, I emailed Dimensions for a PDF. I think I might have mentioned this at the whip parade. They sent me the PDF. Where they've scanned 2 pages, one of the pages they've missed a row of stitching out.
Joy.
So I'm having to revert back to a different chart for that particular row, and I don't know whether or not I will message them to say, oi, check your charts before you send them out, your PDFs. So anyway, this is what it will look like, and this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And now we are we're still working on a different shade of blue. I've added a little bit more down here.
Blue.
We've got a lot more in here. So I've done all the dark blue down here, and I've moved up to here. I think I was about down here on this side, because I remember the star was visible. So I finished off the dark blue there, and now I've moved up to start filling in the dark blue in the next row.
You mentioned it last time it was out. You start to see the detailing on the cloak.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Love this a lot. But between that and these are the first 4 colours in airmail, and so it's just all blues.
Airmail? Why are you talking about airmail?
Because I wanted to show the fact
I see. All blues and all blues.
And it's like blue,
all blued out.
we're blue. Yeah,
blue everywhere.
Fabulous.
No, really good.
Yep. Next. Put a little bit of stitching into these. So yeah, sorry, that was 270 stitches in that, but I've only done 2 out of the 5 days on it, and spent a lot of time marking off this PDF. Next up was sort of generic 14 count Black Ada. Siren's Lament is on 25 count Easy Grid. Lilith of Labrador is on 28 count Even Weave in Ocean Cove by Fabric Flare. I forgot to all of this information because I'm conscious of time. This one is on a 18 count White Ada fabric from Fabric Flare as well, just because I happen to have a box of it, a packet of it. And this is the
World of Cross Stitch.
World of Cross Stitch stitching sale. I think they called it Stitches Paradise in the end. It doesn't look much different, but since the whip parade I've put in
the border at the
pale
bottom.
grey border around the bottom here, and I've started putting in the purple.
Flowers.
Not much stitching. I'm only putting about 147 stitches, but that's still 147 stitches.
Exactly right.
Just to get there.
Moves it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So
finished this year.
We finished before my birthday.
Ooh.
It's got 4 months left to go for that. And then here's the big surprise. This one. This is when you need this. So let me just add this to the board. So you might remember from the whip parade how embarrassed I was by one of my starts. In that last year, sometime around sort of March, April, May time, I had started the Weaving Knot Stitch Along by the Steady Thread. I've put down there Steady Thready. Still says Steady Thready. So the Steady Thread, and this is what it looked like. And I was just like, I can't believe that I did that much and then didn't touch it. Admittedly, we did have a bit of a year, didn't we? Because Mum passed away beginning of May. So having been thoroughly embarrassed by how little I'd done on our last Flosstube, I got on with it on New Year's Eve, and we have got
look at that,
all the outline done.
Look at that.
This is where it's a bit too big, but there you go. Yes, so all of the outline is now done, ready for whenever it gets called on Whip Go for me to spend 5 days filling in the patterns. I'm really pleased about that. I didn't count how many backstitch there was, just far too many.
1, 2, 3.
Some many lots.
Some many lots.
Brighten that a bit.
Fabulous. Gonna look good.
Posting my nose. Let's move the notes across. So there you go. That's all of our whips.
That's our whips.
Our whips, our new starts, a couple of finishes.
5 from me, 6 from you.
Yeah, so
Gosh, busy month.
Whip Go in January, as I say, was called numbers 11 and 20, which was 10 days on Siren's Lament, 5 days on Alluring Sorceress, of which I've done 2, 5 days on Lilith, which I've completed, so I've got to do another 4 days on Siren's Lament, and then throw in anything else I want to. I'm really supposed to be doing some designing, so I really ought to do some designing. Yes. Coming up for the year, we're meeting with Pretty Punky today, and for, I think, the only months that we won't be meeting are July it'll be August and December. Although in December we'll meet for our Christmas dinner. Anybody who's watching who's down in Cornwall, hit me up in the comments or over on Instagram. Feel free to come along and join us. Hi, Rosa.
We're meeting at the church hall in Trevenson.
But please do contact me before you turn up, so I can give you details, information, how much it will cost, because we have to pay for the hall, unfortunately, and something towards refreshments, 17 coffee, what have you. This is why we've got to charge off in a minute to go and get supplies. But the rest of this year, we've got Tiverton at the end of this month. Yeah, Tiverton retreat with Bee Stitching Retreats. We've got No Bam in October.
You have, I might.
You might. You're on the wait list.
I am on the wait list.
I have heard back from Serena. She's confirmed that you are on the wait list.
I like being on the waiting list.
Rooms aren't confirmed until nearer the time. So if somebody drops out and a space becomes available and everyone else on the wait list has got theirs, then you'll get a space. Cool. But yeah.
Always good.
Always good. But also we've got a trip to Canada coming up.
We do. Not a stitching trip, but you never know.
Well, technically it is.
It is a stitching trip. Yeah,
it is a stitching trip. So the lovely Karen from Textured Treasures got married last year.
Congratulations.
In November. And of course, Canada being what Canada is, not really the time of year for having a big party. So,
no.
You know, weather.
Now, what is it their potty mouth said? Canada, close your doors.
Close your doors, yeah. Yeah. So we're going out there. Ironically, it's our 12th wedding anniversary while we're out there.
It is.
So this is the closest we'll have had to a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Because it's actually around the time we got married. We've been on other holidays. So, but yeah. So we are going out there for a wedding reception. So we're only going out for a week, flying out to Toronto. My sister, hi Paulie, thinks I'm crazy because it's just a week. So it's not very long. It's a long way to go. It's a 4.5 hour drive from Toronto to Ottawa. It's like, so's London from here. Yeah. So we're going out there. I know Rai my guy. Hello, Rai my guy. Yeah, he's in Toronto. Whether or not we'll see him, I don't know. But anybody else who's in the Toronto, Ottawa area, again, mention it down in the comments. Also, anything you want us to talk about, mention it down in the comments. And then we are going to Stitch Basel in September. We are. And we're going out there for 2 whole weeks. Yeah. With Stitch Basel in the middle. We've got some serious touring to do. We do. So yeah. And stitching. Touring and stitching. Touring and stitching. The hills are alive with the sound of stitching. Needles. With needle and thread, I will ply my craft. Yes. Yeah, I want to sit there at that spot and stitch. Yes. I'm going to run down the hill with my arms in the air. We should do a Flosstube from there. That can be arranged. Yeah. That can be arranged. Anyway, Let's know what you want to say. We're waffling. So we got to go. Worms. We hope you stay happy, wealthy, wise and well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and we will see you next time. Bye. Off to that.